Welcome to Mental Millennials with your host, Shelby Friesen.
So welcome to the podcast. I've got Josh, Daigneault.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's nice to have you on. It's been a while. I'm excited to hear more about your life and kind of the past and stuff.
Yeah.
I know a lot of maybe not a lot, but I know recent things that have happened, but even as friends, we've never really dove that much into it. So I'm excited to get to know that a little more.
Not too many people know.
kind of
kept to myself about this stuff. So,
one thing I did want to say is today, well, before the episode, Josh had asked me if we could have a couple whiskeys. And I thought, honestly, at first I thought I was like, fuck, I don't really drink anymore. I don't know if I want to do that. But then as I thought about it a little bit more, I realized that people, a lot of people drink to take the edge off. And that was the point, is to just be a little bit more comfortable and take off the edge. And if I were to say no to that, or say we had to hide it or whatever it was, that's really not being real with the audience or anybody that's listening. The whole point is to share real shit and do all that stuff. So basically I decided to say, fuck it.
Yeah.
If that's what we're going to do, we're going to do it, and you get to see it, and that's how it goes.
Well, like you said, it takes the edge off, and I get a little nervous with this stuff. So
I think everybody does. Yeah.
So it's just knock it off and
there
ready
we
to go.
Okay. So, let's start with your kind of past then. You wanted to dive into your childhood and see, because what you've dealt with is concussions, which has led to depression and some mental stuff. Yeah. So let's get into the past and the early times, and we can see where it leads to.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically as a kid, I was pretty happy, outgoing, and just a regular kid, right? And
yeah, like everyone else.
Yeah.
So as a kid, for your concussion stuff, did you have those when you were a kid? Is that when it first started?
Oh yeah. So I think my first concussion, I was 3.
So it was actually really
I was
young.
Literally a kid.
What happened for that one?
That one was my parents said we used to have this deck out back, and the stairs came down and there was a concrete pad. And apparently I just went boom and just fucking smashed it right on the ground. So I'm assuming that's the first one. They don't know. They never really got confirmation from it, right? So
I mean, it might be tough to tell in a 3-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Too. But I mean, fucking if a little 3-year-old falls down the stairs onto a concrete, it's gonna do something.
Yeah.
And then so I think by the time I was 15, I probably had about 10 concussions.
And what were they mostly from? Was it from sports or just or more did you just fall down a shitload of stairs?
I was a pretty klutzy kid, but no, there was a few from sports and a few just going at it, man. Being a kid, going, I'm a balls to the wall kind of guy, just go at it. So there was a few in, a couple buddies' basements playing hockey in the basement and just getting your head slammed into a concrete wall,
just teenager shit.
Yeah, and you're oh, my bell, got my bell rung, got a bit of a headache. You don't think anything about it, but looking at it now, it's oh, that's a concussion.
Yeah.
And so it's
even my stuff. I never really thought about it that much back in the day. There was times when I'd be biking, and I remember we made this fucking jump off of, those really old sleighs that were wood tops with the metal bottoms?
Yeah.
We made a jump off of one of those for a bike. I don't know what the hell, but basically went off it and just smoked my head. I think I tried to backflip it or something stupid. I'm 10. And it hurt. And you get a little, it hurt a lot and you get a headache and all that kind of shit, but you just kind of blow it off. But definitely that stuff is huge.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And they just add up, right?
Oh, yeah.
One is kind of one, but you're saying you've had 10.
Well, I think I've had more than that.
Yeah, or 10 that were just diagnosed.
Diagnosed. So
holy fuck. Yeah, that's
tough, right? There's times in hockey I would get hit, and I remember driving home, and my head was just splitting in half. And I was what the hell's going on? And then my parents are oh, you're fine, just nothing against them. They had no idea.
Yeah.
And I feel sick to my stomach, and then I go to practice 4 or 5 days later.
Yeah.
And the coach is oh, how you feeling? And I was oh, what do you mean? He's how's your head? was like, oh, I'm fine. Like, I feel good now. He's like, you got laid out pretty good. And I had no recollection.
Yeah.
What did I say there? Recollection.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I just remember the drive home, my head.
Yeah. Kind of black out from it or
so it was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I was out there again.
That's the thing too, like, and with that kind of go-getter like personality, just keeping at it, I feel like I was the same way. I was like, man, I'm not fucking gonna give up and not play.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just whatever, it hurts a bit, but you don't realize how that can take a toll.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And even the fucking helmets and shit, like they don't really do anything. No.
If your brain's gonna shake around, it's gonna shake around, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So then, I guess like through all the concussions, did you start noticing anything getting like dramatically like worse as they went on, or?
That's the thing. I was so young at the time. I didn't really know what was going on, and I was confused a lot.
Yeah.
Like there was time, like probably around 17, 18 is when I started, like I know now it was anxiety and depression. I didn't know, right? Like I thought I associated it with boredom.
Oh, okay.
So I'd just be like, oh, I just went up a friend, go out. Go do something, take your mind off.
Yeah.
But then you come home and you're laying in bed and you're like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You know, you're sitting there like, I'm not an average person. What's happening? What's happening? And then everything starts going and your mind's racing. And then the headaches start coming in.
Yeah.
You know, like
you like from thinking so much, you think?
No,
or just random?
Just random headache. Like I'll be fine. Like I won't have any anxiety or depression or anything. And then all of a sudden it's just like, boom, just feel like I got hit in the head. And it's just like you're sitting there and it's like, what the fuck's going on? You know, you get confused.
Yeah. So it's like a pretty like intense headache.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They started off fine, like, but then they got more intense and it got more during the week. Like it wouldn't just be like one a month. It would be like 2 a month. And then.
So they would like get worse.
Slowly get worse and worse. Right.
Yeah. So when I guess, yeah, like, I don't know, when was kind of like the first like episode or like, what was the big thing that really made you realize something was going on? That was where you're like, hey, fuck, like, or was there a time like that where you're kind of like,
oh no, there was definitely, I guess with my drug addiction, that was a big thing that came on. Cause you know, you're kind of like, you're hurting in the head. You don't know what's going on.
How old were you at this point?
For my drug addiction?
Yeah.
I was 21. 20.
Okay. So it would have been like a few years after high school kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Years,
Because basically what happened for me was my head was scrambled. I didn't know what was going on. And then I blew my knee out. You know all about my knees.
Oh, yeah, the knees. Fuck.
You know, just a couple old man over here. And but basically, and then when I did that, they started prescribing me painkillers.
Oh, yeah, right.
So it was just like, you know, and I knew, like, this isn't good. Like, I knew people that were addicted to it. But then I took them and I was like, man, I feel good.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was like, what's the fucking problem here?
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome. I feel great. I feel like a new man. So, you know, I was moving around, but then you trick yourself a little bit, you know, like you're like, I ain't addicted. I can stop this anytime. But you can't. You fucking can't.
Yeah. That's when
you know, it's basically you're trapped.
Yeah.
You know, and
how long did it take to get to that point? Like until did you realize?
It took a while because you know, it was just
like a year or like a month.
Probably like a year and a half, 2 years before I was like full blown. Like I need this every day.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was just like, you know, I got up from my doctor.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
But you just take it.
Yeah.
And
they're easy to get again.
I had a valid excuse. I was in pain.
Yeah.
So, you know, you go there and you keep going and then it takes a while. And then you start going on the street because the doctor will be like, okay, like slow down.
Oh, so there was a point where he actually wouldn't
give it
give you the same amount anymore.
No, he was like, okay, like I was hammering through him.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, you know, like we can't fill it. We got to wait. So then you're going on the street because you feel like shit.
Yeah.
You know, you need that.
Yeah.
And you're just dependent on it.
Fuck. Yeah, I didn't even really think about that.
Yeah, like it's it's easy.
Yeah.
People ask how can you get addicted to things? It's fucking easy.
And it's not hard to get it privately. Like,
no, definitely not.
Yeah.
There's an abundance out there.
So, and like how many, what was it that you were taking?
Oxy.
And like how many would you have to take in a day? Like I've never taken one, so I don't know, like, did it build up too? Like the amount? Yeah.
Yeah, you're building it. So I started basically when I first blew out my knee, it was T3s. I kept, so with my knee, it was when I first did it, it didn't completely tear like my ACL and stuff. So they basically just kept sending me back until it was ready to tear.
Yeah.
And then they would do surgery, right? So every time I popped my knee out, it didn't completely tear. It's like, oh, let's hold up. So it was just a constant fucking stream of pain pills coming in, right? Like,
because it hurt so bad.
Yeah, it hurt so bad.
Even after they popped it in, it's still,
No, it didn't pop. It was just like, I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
It would just give out.
Yeah.
So then they're coming, right? You just going, hey, like I popped my knee, and then, you know, you go 3 months or whatever, and then you pop it again. Hey, like, you know, I'm in pain. So they give you some more. And then it just slowly, you become, this isn't working just for my knee.
Yeah.
It's working for my anxiety. It's working for my depression, you know, because I was fairly depressed at the time.
Did you know that? Or you kind of just like generally felt so good, you were like, fuck it.
Yeah. You know, it
kind of masks everything. You don't actually realize what you're dealing with.
I didn't have to care.
Yeah.
You know? So it was nice. Like I was, and like I said before, you know, it was like, why is it such a big deal?
Yeah.
And then
it's not a big deal until it is a big deal.
Until it's a big deal, and you know, you're withdrawing, you're shaking and sweating and puking and shitting. Like, it's awful.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you've just masked all your pain. You haven't talked about it with anyone. So you're feeling that times 10.
Yeah. No, that's
and then it's like a vicious cycle.
Yeah, that's brutal. I mean, I hear a lot of stories about people coming I'm off of stuff. Everybody's a little bit different. Most of the things that I hear are like more a lot of like antidepressant type stuff, but I feel like oxys are...
Well, I'm on that too.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's the same thing. Like I started taking it because the doctor's like, oh, you know, your wires are crossed. Like, so I was taking it, and then not too long ago, like, you know, I got a bad memory, so I fucking forget a few here and there, and you just same thing. Like you're withdrawing.
You feel it right away.
Yeah, like you're like, what the fuck? Like,
and they don't tell you that.
No, you never told me that. And like I was talking to my doctor, and he's like, oh yeah, like take this. Like he started me on Cipralex. Take this, and then I was like, okay,
sure. Well,
you're a doctor. Like,
well, you do just believe. I mean, whatever. Like, I mean, you're led to believe them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And it's not. I mean, it's kind of funny too, because you even can't really like. That's just what he's taught too. Like,
100%.
It's funny because people like.
Well, I shouldn't throw him under the bus. Because he did say like keep like back in the day, like keep working out, keep playing sports, keep doing all that stuff, and I was, but nothing was changing.
No.
And then so that's when he was like, okay, your wires are a little crossed. Let's give you this.
And I still, I mean, I think doctors are more likely to like not just toss them out as much anymore, but even still, like that is just what they're taught by the system. It's just like the entire system. It's not really the doctor.
Yeah.
And that coming off of the oxys, what was that like? Like, how long did that take? Because the antidepressants you're still on.
Yeah. And I've only been on those for 2 years.
Okay. And did you like slow the dose? Is the dose going up or slowing or the same or?
All my antidepressants?
Yeah.
It started on Cipralex. Don't know the milligram or anything.
Yeah.
But it was whatever. And then
just a couple.
And now I'm on Zoloft.
Okay.
Because like I had my thing in the summer where I wanted to commit suicide and left a note and stuff. So when I was in the psych ward, they put me on Zoloft. Oh. And that's what I'm on now, but I want to get off.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm talking to my doctor and we're going to wean me off and stuff.
Yeah, okay. So the oxys, what was that like?
Man, the most painful thing you'll ever feel in your life.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It was take the worst flu you've ever had in your life. Like, you know, when you're just sweating, nothing will happen. You're puking, you got diarrhea.
Yeah.
That, and then all the anxiety that you've built up, all the depression, your legs are kicking 1,000,000 miles a minute because your whole body, like your nervous system isn't used to feeling things because you numbed it. You numbed everything, right? So you're sitting there like just your whole body's tense. Like I don't know how to explain it other than it's the worst fucking feeling ever. For like the first week is hell. You will not sleep. Like I think when I went through it, my biggest one, maybe like 6 hours of sleep in like 8 days. Because you just don't sleep.
Yeah.
But you want to, so you're like a zombie out there.
Was that like cold turkey? Like where you just kind of went like, fuck this, I'm not taking it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
And you did that by choice?
Yeah.
Okay. I
knew I had to make a change. Well, I did it multiple times by choice.
Okay, yeah.
There was some relapses there and stuff. So,
yeah.
It's a demon.
Yeah.
I guess yeah, it is a demon. It's trying to kill another demon in my head, right? So it was awful. That's all I can say.
And it took like a few times to get off of it, like fully.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How long do you think in total when you first decided, fuck this, I want to get off of it?
Well, the first time I said, fuck this, let's get off it, it was, 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
And that probably lasted about a day. And then I was, all right,
days
let's get
a day,
more.
man.
Fuck yeah. And then, you slowly realize, okay, this is ruining my life, a little bit, and not a little bit, a lot. Costing me a shit ton of money, not making my depression or anxiety or headaches any better. If anything, making it worse. So
how much did it cost? I didn't even think about that. Because when you're at the doctor, it's free.
Yeah.
And then when you went to get it privately, what did that cost?
$80 a pill.
Holy shit. And how many were you taking a day?
Well, I got a little cheaper, but.
Oh, yeah. You got a discount rate.
At my peak, I was taking like 5.
Fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And you were buying those all privately?
Yeah.
How the hell did you pay for it all? Just whatever you had.
You
whatever.
Did,
man. Yeah.
Like I still worked. I wasn't like homeless living on the street. I still worked. And
casino.
Yeah, I get to the casino, fucking put 500 on block. Yeah.
There's a 3-week supply.
Exactly.
The jackpot. Oh my god.
Fuck. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally forgot about all that stuff actually.
Yeah.
So then once you got off of the Oxy, then what started coming up?
Just the headaches and depression and anxiety again, man.
So
like
kind of the same stuff before.
Yeah. So it's.
So you got off of that.
Yeah.
And
so after trying a bunch of times, I got off it for a few years.
Okay.
And it started off, obviously, when you're high and stuff, you're here. You're at the peak.
Yeah.
Can't feel any better.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, okay, you're running around, lying, getting pills.
Yeah.
It's not a good life. So then you start going down and you're like, fuck this, let's get off. So then you really crash. But then, a week goes by, your physical symptoms are kind of subsiding. It's just the mental ones. And then everything gets better and better and better and better. And then it was like, okay, I'm fine.
Like when you're off it.
Yeah. I was like, dude, life's great. This is awesome. And then it just started going down again. Like I had the headaches the whole time. Basically, the headaches never leave me.
Okay.
They're subsiding a little bit now because I'm actually taking the steps to
do that,
to get better, and to kind of just blew it off before.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're coming up, you're feeling good, and then you start feeling shitty again. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, is this life? Like, I can't keep going like this. So then it's either, for me, when I was at that point, it was either take my own life or go take a pill.
Like that was like your options.
Yeah, that was my options.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Those are my options. Take my life, take a pill. So it's a no-brainer. I contemplated taking my life many times.
Yeah.
But I'm too much of a pussy to actually fucking do it. So I was like, let's just go take this pill.
Yeah.
way better.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm smiling and hanging out with the boys, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and no one knew. Like a lot of people didn't know. I'm sure you didn't fucking know for the longest time.
No, I didn't. I mean, I feel like I remember some sort of something, but it probably would have been after the fact that I would have heard about it. I wouldn't have known during, probably.
No.
I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing then. So that wasn't my...
a couple of loose cannons.
Yeah, those weren't my best years either. So, so you say you got off and you came back up. You did the ups and downs. Where, like you said, so yeah, when you're saying you were going to take your life or take the pill, was that take the oxy again?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you were off it for a couple of years, and then you went back onto it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess like through those, any like, because I know about the recent episode, but was there any episodes in that time where you like really thought about like committing suicide or doing any of those things?
Yeah.
That like that other people knew about?
No one knew.
Okay.
It was very bury it down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. You know, it'll pass.
Yeah.
It'll pass. Like I was always just pain. Otherwise, like just play through it, play through it. Go, you'll be fine. But clearly I wasn't.
No.
You know, then that's when I started realizing like, okay, I got to talk to people here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I got some friends, some really good friends that still I talk to them all the time, you know?
Yeah.
And I know if I say, like, I was almost ashamed of it, really.
Oh yeah, for
like,
sure.
You think of an addict, you know, whatever, you think of someone on Hastings, fucking sucking someone off for a rock. Like,
yeah,
that's what most people think, right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't, you know, I was pretty normal. I held a job. I was still making money. Sure, I wasn't saving much because I was blowing most of it on fucking pills.
Yeah.
But I was still surviving.
Yeah, you're still doing something.
Yeah. So it was like kind of like a, fuck, I don't want to tell anyone. You know, I don't want to tell them why I'm doing it. I want to let them know that I want to kill myself. Otherwise, it's like, oh, you guys just giving a sob story. That's what was going through my head, right?
Yeah, I think that's like a big reason people don't want to talk about it. They almost feel like people think they're like, I don't know, just like crying wolf or whatever, you know? And I mean, it can happen where a lot of people do that. Like, you know, people do it. Someone who's like, I'm going to commit suicide. But like you said, they not obviously, but like won't do it or don't do it. And they do that so many times that people are finding like, man, like what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
So I can see that factor.
Yeah.
So who was the first person that you reached out to?
Kurt Page.
And how did he respond? Like you thought what did you think he was going to say and what happened?
He couldn't have responded any better.
No, yeah.
Like he was just like, hey man, I'm here for you. Like, you know, just dropped everything. Like, yeah.
I mean, that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, it was.
And even a lot of times it's like, what does somebody even really say? Like when you reach out and you say that stuff, it's like, yeah, like, you know, I'm down, you know, I'll be there for you, do whatever you want to hang out or sit and not say anything, like whatever it is.
That was the biggest thing with him was he didn't say anything. He just listened. Yeah. You know, he didn't try and, you know, because I tried to reach out a few times to other people. And, you know, I was had a few drinks in me and everyone's like, oh, it's just the liquor talking. And it was like, no, it was literally me talking, just finally getting the balls to fucking do it.
Yeah. Kind of like,
and then they would just try and like pump your tires a little bit. Like, oh man, everyone loves you. Everyone loves you. You know, you're such a good guy, whatever, you know, just pumping your tires. And it's like, okay, you feel good for that hour. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of a little Band-Aid.
Yeah. Like a little Band-Aid. And then you're back into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like, what the like, I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on. Right? Like it was just a confusing time. Yeah. And it still is. Like, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. No. But I'm actually taking the steps now.
Yeah. Okay. So after you started reaching out, you were back on the Oxy. Yeah. And then where'd you kind of go from there? Because you eventually got off of it. Now you're just on the
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it took a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always on and off, which doesn't help at all.
And you never got back on it through the doctor?
No, I just went straight to the dealer.
Okay.
Yeah, it was no point.
Yeah.
At that time, it was such a Like I was chasing the high to just forget about everything in my head. Because for me, I don't know what you're like, but when I'm alone that was the worst time for me.
Yeah.
Being alone, and it happened a lot. Like I get a huge headache. I had to go sit in a dark room sometimes. And then you're sitting there in a dark room and you're like, fuck, like no one to talk to.
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah.
You know, or like I said, take that pill. And if I took that pill, dude, that fucking bedroom was awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting there watching movies, the happiest guy in the fucking world.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really. Like I wasn't fixing anything.
No.
But yeah, that was my state of mind.
And then you kept, I don't know where to go. I mean, I guess what's the next most important thing to you that kind of happened? Like, it sounds like there's a lot of up and downs and things like that, but then when was there like the sort of a breakthrough, or was that recent, or something that really clicked? Like, I know about the recent episode or some of those things.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to talk about one of those?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So the biggest one was obviously I tried to take my own life. You know, it was still pretty fucked up about it. I still get emotional and stuff, but you know, I'm battling through it now, and I'm trying to get better so I don't do that. But yeah, no, that was probably the lowest point in my life. Right there, it was last summer. So
it's still very recent.
Still very recent. Still not a finished project. Still got a long way to go. But yeah, that was kind of even after like.
Like I just remember that that must be the time that I know about.
Yeah,
I heard where you left a note and drove.
Yeah,
somewhere. Okay, yeah, because I remember being contacted, and I was on a ferry.
Yeah,
to going to the island, and they were like, "Well, fuck, like let's go find him," and I'm like, "I'm on a fucking ferry." I was like, "Fuck," I was like, "Man, well, like I'll turn around like as soon as I get to the island, but I'm gonna be fucking 4 hours."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you guys got to go without me. Like, I'll come if you let me know what you do. So, yeah, but that was I remember that happening.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
that was a scary time. It was. I mean, it's still very recent.
Yeah,
still very.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't sure if that was, like one of many or one of the smaller. Like in comparison to other things that have happened. I wasn't sure if that was like just kind of whatever to you or not.
No, that was pretty
like,
fucking serious.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I went up.
Because like, some people do it like that happens so much that wasn't just kind of like
that was the first time I made it kind of public.
Okay.
I guess you could say, like, where I said, hey, like, look.
Yeah.
I never told anyone that I wanted to kill myself.
No.
You know, it was always just I'm depressed.
Yeah.
I got, you know, and everyone's probably thinking, oh, he's just going through the everyday depression that everyone goes through. But, you know, no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, at that moment, it was just, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I didn't see the bright light at the end of the tunnel, so to say. All I saw was darkness and pain. And it was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So I went, left a note, said, I love you to the people that I love. And I left. And I went and I tied up the rope on a bridge, cracked a bottle of Crown, and hammered in some tunes, man. And then I just fucking passed out. I got too drunk and I passed out. And then I woke up and I just hopped in my van and I started driving. Didn't know where I was going. Whatever, just fucking driving. Gonna end my life. Let's go get it. All I wanted was a nice view. Hang the rope on a tree with a nice view and just end it.
Yeah.
And I guess, thankfully, I got caught for speeding.
Really?
Yeah, that's literally how I got stopped. I was fucking flying. And, you know, the cop asked for my license, all that shit, and goes into his car and he comes up and he goes, hey, yo, we got to talk. I was like, yeah, I knew what was going on.
Yeah, like they knew already.
Yeah, like I knew, okay, someone's reported me. And he goes, yeah, so I got some pretty disturbing news from you. And he went, I don't know what's going on, you know, but you could be just going for a drive, whatever. He said, you can either drive away or I can take you to the hospital. And I was like, I'm fucking driving away. Fuck this guy.
Fuck, this guy still got half a bottle of Crown.
Yeah, I got some drinking to do.
Holy fuck.
But basically, he said that, and then he said, "But if you drive away, I'm gonna follow you."
Yeah.
So he wasn't letting me go.
No.
And right then and there, it was like I broke down, and I was like, "I'm fucked. Like,
Yeah.
something's wrong here." So I said, "Take me to the hospital."
Mm-hmm.
And I hopped in the back of his fucking cop car, and boom, off we went. Drove back to Langley.
Like he drove you. Where were you?
I was up at Jones Lake.
Where is that? Chilliwack?
Chilliwack, yeah.
Oh, so you weren't too far.
Past Chilliwack. It's in between Chilliwack and Hope.
Okay.
And then that's where I tied the rope
Mm-hmm.
and where I was going to take my life before I passed out.
Mm-hmm.
So the Crown saved my life, really.
Fuck, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
It was a
Yeah.
wild time.
I don't even know what to say. There's nothing to say. Man, yeah, that's
I don't know. I just
crazy. It's like, I don't know. I mean, obviously it wasn't really meant to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. Like I laugh at it now and I make fun of it, but that's my way of coping with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a twisted sense of humor. So
yeah,
we all do.
Yeah, I think we both have that. I know it's kind of weird because I'm like, fuck, you know, like, to joke about like, you know, you have more Crown to drink and that kind of stuff. But I mean,
that's my way
of
coping. If it doesn't resonate with people, it doesn't resonate with you. It's my way. It makes me not like
I feel
happy.
I feel like that's one thing we've always done, like as friends, especially in our group. It's like, dude,
you're getting ripped on, and
it doesn't matter. Like, and you know, it's not like we're bad friends. We still will be serious with each other, but like, man, usually the initial thing is like, fuck, like anytime I would come home and something was fucked up, it's like first comment out of anyone's mouth is just a joke. And I'm like, fuck. And then you laugh about
it.
It
can piss you off or whatever, but then
you kind of like
hour goes by and you're like, fuck, that was funny.
Yeah. I feel like you just kind of like laugh about it and then you like talk seriously a little bit and then you're like, okay, fuck, like
hammering a little joke there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so then what was it like? How long were you in the psych ward for?
I was fairly quick, apparently. I was in there for a week and a half.
Okay, I mean...
Which I don't know, a lot of people are like, how you getting out here so quick? And I was like, oh.
Like, I must be fucking good to go, buddy.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
And
brain's a fucking charm now.
Is there one in Langley?
Yeah, I was at the Langley Hospital.
Oh, I didn't even... Well, yeah.
They have a psych ward, yeah.
Okay. And what was that like?
Awful.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like...
What are you doing there?
Nothing. I guess one good thing came out of it was I started reading books.
Okay.
I never used to read them.
They have some in there for you?
No, I would get people to bring them, like my parents and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I would get them to bring everything, food, books, because the food was fucking awful.
Fuck, that'll kill you in a week and a half.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, I always joked if you don't go in there with OCD, you're going to fucking come out with it because you got nothing to do, so you just nitpick and everything. Right?
Yeah,
You're so bored.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't know. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
In there, and I made that pretty clear.
Yeah.
To the doctor, and I think that's why I got out so quick.
Yeah.
Was because I just like, man, I'm losing my mind in here.
Yeah.
Like, and then I just said, yeah, I'm gonna go to the therapist and stuff like that. But then once I got out, I thought I was fine. You know, because everyone knew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did that make you feel better after that you knew people knew?
Yes. 100%. 100%.
Because it would have been pretty hidden until the...
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Like some of my really good friends had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't thought. I had a few select friends, and obviously my mom that I talked to about my depression and stuff.
Yeah.
But most people didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they didn't even know about my addiction.
Yeah.
So it was...
Like opened you up to talking to.
Opened me up, 100%. And it was like a weight off my shoulders, really.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's awesome.
But that being said, I thought I was fine coming out of it, but I wasn't.
No.
I was still so fresh, and it was just like, you know, and then I came out, I was fine, and then I kind of stopped talking to people. I was like, you know, everyone knows what's going on. They'll reach out to me.
Mm-hmm.
In my fucked up head, that made sense.
Yeah.
Did it. So then I fucked up and I took some drugs again, and you know, nothing crazy, nothing to make me withdrawal or anything, but just to kill the edge. And but it didn't. But I, you know,
I feel like it's like a weird, because I remember, man, like when I was messed up, not very many people reach out. It's usually
100%.
And I feel weird about it sometimes, like reaching out to people, because I don't want to like make them feel like they're fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, hey man, like, hope you're not fucking dying or wanting to die or whatever. Like, I'm just kind of like, you know, I mean, you don't have to say that kind of shit. I could just say, hey, like, how's it going or whatever. But
hey man, thinking about killing yourself today?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll start doing that more often. I don't.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Know.
Like it helps.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely helps. I mean, because there's times where you get depressed and you don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you're laying there in bed and you want to talk to everyone, but you don't want to talk to everyone. It's like it's a weird, weird thing.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
So you took a little bit more shit and then you realized you weren't good. And that's still like, that's got to be like super recent.
Yeah. That was October.
Okay. And you've been seeing a therapist since you left.
Yeah, when I left the hospital, I went. And then I went to a therapist and then something else. Some big word.
Oh, you don't know what it is? Like a psychologist or something?
No, it wasn't. It was something for my concussions. Like you do all these, like a physiotherapy for your brain. Kind of.
It's some crazy shit.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
Okay.
It said some fancy word. I don't fucking know. So yeah, that was one of the big eye-opening things for me because they basically told me like, you've never healed from a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
Since a young age. So that was doing damage. Because basically when I went in, they did some tests. You know, they strapped like a little laser to your forehead and you had to like trace these things. And when I was doing it, I was like all over the place like this.
Yeah.
I thought I killed it. I was like, fuck yeah. Crushed it.
Like, dude, and then I was like,
terrible. Literally, I was like, how did I do? I know, all stoked. And she's like, awful. I was like, oh, god damn.
You're like, come on. I thought it looked good. It was like art on there.
I was like, because I thought you had to do like a speed thing.
Oh.
So I fucking crushed it. She's like, okay, go slower and see how you do. If it's squiggly like that, you're awful. So I went slower. And it was even worse.
Oh my god. Go as fast as you can.
So yeah. And then, but no, it fucked me up. Like I felt sick coming out of there.
Because you knew something was wrong.
No, just because
whatever they were doing with you.
Yeah, like all the eye movements and all these tests. Like they made me walk a straight line. Couldn't even walk a fucking straight line.
Yeah.
I was like swaying.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
So your balance and stuff is kind of off and shit.
Because they said
equilibrium stuff.
Yeah, basically. Because another thing I forgot to touch on was near the end when I wanted to take my own life. One of the biggest factors of that was I started getting vertigo. On top of all that other stuff, I started getting vertigo. And that's when I was like, fuck it. You know, like, this is
what is vertigo exactly?
So basically, think when you're laying down and you get up too fast and you get lightheaded.
Yeah.
It's like that for no apparent reason.
Just happens.
Yeah. And it's like if your heart rate gets up too high, like if I went for a run, I'd feel dizzy. And I thought that was fucking normal. Yeah. I didn't know that was because of all my concussions. I thought that was everyone got that. I thought that was just you're out of breath, you're out of oxygen. Yeah. And then basically so when I was at that place, they would do a bunch of tests, make you look around and like my eyes would hurt. Like, I don't know if you get it. Like if you look over like that, like, does it hurt?
No. But when you say that the thing about getting your heart rate up and getting like dizzy and shit, I do get that. And I found it's weird because like I've had some major head hits too, like from biking, down biking, like really bad mountain biking crash, dirt biking, fuck all that shit. And then remember that time I smoked weed and fell out of my own truck?
I wasn't there, but
oh my god, dude, like I passed out and fell backwards. And I remember like I hit my head so fucking hard that I was knocked out, but I wasn't like knocked out. I just remember it was almost like I was in my own head just thinking, holy fuck, my head hit the ground so fucking hard.
And you don't realize it, and then all of a sudden it's like a splitting pain, and you're kind of like,
and
you're kind of like brought back to reality.
I couldn't even walk after. Yeah,
that was a concussion, dude.
Oh, it must have been, dude. I like got 100%. Up, and this guy was watching me in the parking lot, and I would kept trying to stand up, and I would like go to stand on my leg, and I'd just fall. And he's like looking at me, and I'm like, keep trying to do it, and he's just looking, and I'm like, he's like, are you okay? I'm like, no. He literally had to drag me inside and like lay me. I couldn't stand up for 30 minutes. And like, you got to go to the hospital. And this old grandma's like, I'm calling the ambulance. I'm like, do not call the fucking ambulance. I'm not fucking going. I went there and like I sat in the parking lot, and then I never went in, but it's something I'd be curious to look into. Like,
that's a good thing, man. And I mean, like the one that I go to in Burnaby, they're very good. They deal with a lot of NHL players and stuff like that, a lot of professional athletes. And it was pretty eye-opening to realize, like, them talking to me. And basically they told me that every concussion you get, it takes 7 years to get that full effect
back.
Yeah. So say you fall down right now, smash your head, knocked out, get a concussion.
35 years old, I'm good.
Yeah. That's when it stops damaging your brain.
Oh, so it'll automatically stop. Or I don't know, it depends what you do. I guess. Yeah.
And then it depends how many you get on top of that. So it just makes it worse and worse. And basically that's what I did. I was fucking stacking on the concussions. Yeah.
Did they say it gets like exponential or anything from getting more on? Or
well, they said basically it will get worse, is what they were saying, and then they don't know.
Yeah,
like they don't. I
just
really
always
know.
Thought they weren't really like fixable, but
it's not.
I don't really like.
That's the thing. Like you can't do anything. Like you can, if you get a concussion now, and you know it's a concussion, you can sit out, you can do whatever, you can stop that.
Yeah.
But when I was getting them, they never told me anything.
Yeah, it was still just making it worse.
Here's some fucking muscle relaxants. Take those. Take a week off. Get back out there. So I was just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then, I had no idea what was going on. All they told me was, when you're older, you might get Parkinson's.
You're like,
that was it. And I was like, okay.
Like,
I'll deal with that when I'm older.
Yeah, fucking thanks.
But I was like, okay, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that I was going to deal with depression, anxiety, headaches, vertigo, all that shit at a young age.
Yeah.
And who knows? It might not be from my concussions. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, that's true. It could be from anything.
Could be from anything, but that's where it's all pointing.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm getting at.
I would say that it probably
more than likely
is. Yeah.
I mean,
at least some.
My doctor never said, or the guys that I've talked to, they never said that's it. That's what you have. But they've said, yeah, it's just, everything's pointing that way. We can't say for sure, but
I feel like it's such a hard, like, you just never get an answer nowadays, anyways, right? Like, there's so much shit that you can, and every like, you look at a list of symptoms, and they could literally be like 400 different things. You're just like, okay, what the fuck? Like, I'll just pick that one. So, yeah.
But yeah, and that was another. Fuck, I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, so I guess like you go there now. What do they do? Like, do you go there regularly?
I'm starting to go regular now. Yes.
And what do they do?
You're talking about
the concussion play.
Yeah.
And what do they do for like recovery? Or is that what you're doing there? I'm assuming?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So it's there's what is that guy called that?
I don't know.
With the food, he tells you what to eat.
Oh, it's like a dietitian or something?
Whatever.
Nutritionist?
No, it starts with an N.
I don't even know.
Yeah, whatever. So I see him. He's a part of it. And he tells me, like, what foods.
It must be a nutritionist.
Yeah, whatever. He's got some fancy fucking thing.
Oh, okay. He's like
I thought it was a neurologist, but no, he's not.
He's a cooler nutritionist.
Yeah. He's got some fancy ass name.
Yeah.
So he's kind of told me, like, just like chickens and, it's sad because I'm not a vegetarian like you. I like meat.
Yeah.
Crush a steak every now and then.
Dude, I had a chicken sandwich the other day.
How was it?
Pretty fucking good.
Where'd you get it from? Spicy chicken?
No.
Triple O's?
No. No, I think I would die if I had
could crush one of those right now.
Oh, no, it was from a restaurant in Fort Langley.
Which one?
Saba.
Never
been. It was good. It's good. You should go.
Tonight?
Maybe. Yeah, but me and Jamie are going to go for dinner tonight, actually, down there. They have a Daigneault thing.
Yeah? I'll join.
Okay.
Self-invited.
Yeah. So you see the nutritionist guy.
Yeah. So basically when I went to that place in Burnaby, there's like the physio lady, forget her name.
So they have a bunch of different people in there.
It's like there's like 2 stories in the place. Like,
is it fancy?
It's nice.
Oh, I like that one.
It's nice. It's fucking expensive, but it's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go see the physio person or whatever. I guess it's just a physio person.
Yeah.
And that's where I do like with the laser pointer, and she'll move like it's called like a metronome, like like that.
Oh yeah,
like that, where it keeps it up. So then every bing, I have to move my eye to this spot. And then, because with a lot of concussions, they said your eyes get fucked up.
Oh, okay.
So it puts everything off balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which they never said full out, but they said that could have been a big contributing factor for my knees. Because my brain might have been so scrambled from it that my eyes are trying to adjust to things, causing my body to tweak.
Oh,
so I'm walking differently than I would.
It's like telling you to do the wrong things, or different depth perception, or
everything's fucked up, right? So that's why I couldn't walk straight. Still can't.
Still all over the fucking place, but I get there.
Yeah, I get there. So yeah, that was like, I can see fine. I just can't. Like you said, whatever that fucking word was.
Equilibrium.
Yeah.
You're
just kind of dictionary for that one, eh?
And are you noticing, like, how often have you seen them? Like, you're noticing a difference? Or it must be tough to tell.
It's tough to tell because it's so
new still, even.
So new. But yeah,
I think even just
well, mind you, from the first time I went, I remember going and I was so fucking sick leaving. That I couldn't even work.
I
was just like, fuck it, I'm not going.
Like,
I literally felt sick to my stomach, and now that's kind of subsiding. Like, I can go do it, and it just takes a little bit, like an hour in between, and then go to work if I go in the morning or something for it, right? Like,
so that's good.
It is getting better, but I mean,
still not enjoyable.
It's still a long way to go.
I even think like half of it too is like you're going there, and like if you're believing that it's helping, then it is. Instead, so I think like willingly going back and doing that and knowing, and really believing that it is helping, I think that's huge.
Yeah. And it's just, now I don't really give a flying fuck what anyone thinks. And I just, if I'm feeling down and I want to kill myself, I'll just talk to someone. I don't care if it's some 96-year-old granny sitting in a bus stop. I'll tell her. It just makes me feel better. If people look at me like, oh, this guy's a fucking weirdo. Whatever. As long as I feel better. I don't think anybody everyone's always pretty open to it, I think. Although, that's maybe what I'll do. Every time I start feeling shitty, I'll just go to a bus stop, see who I can talk to. I'm like, I'm pretty fucked up right now. Like, that probably wouldn't be the best, but
bus stop, you call that therapy? Fuck. So I guess so that's like where you're at now. Like, that's your current situation. Is you still kind of going there? It's getting a little better. And like moving forward in the future, are you wanting to, like, are you going to try some other approaches or things, or are you like that and you're gonna keep going with that and you're not really sure yet?
Well, I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing so far. I mean, it seems to be working a little bit. So, and then just be more open with people. Let people know how I'm feeling. Don't try and be so macho and push it off to the side. It doesn't work.
No,
it doesn't fucking work. Like, even being here talking about this right now, it's like when we first started, I was nervous as shit. I'm fine now. I feel good, right? Like, I feel good talking about it, getting it off my chest.
I think that's what's really cool about this too, is like, it's not really just for the listeners, it's for you too. Like, as a 100%. Guest, like, you get to share and talk, and like, you getting that out there is like therapeutic just for you, right? So no, that's awesome.
But no, for as far as where I want to go, I've been taking a lot of CBD oil, actually.
Oh, okay.
Which is unbelievable. I think that was the biggest thing for me, because it just takes everything away, man. Like, it takes everything away, but if I don't take it during that day, like, I still feel fine.
You don't notice any withdrawal
symptoms?
There's
no withdrawal. Like, the Zoloft I'm on now, if I fucking forget it for 2 days or whatever, I'm fucked. Like, I'm shaking. It's an addiction again. I can, like, from my background, I know what addiction is. That's another addiction. So that's why, for me, I don't know, it might not be for anyone else. For me, it's not for me. Like it.
Well, it's good that you're aware of that.
So it's, I'm a big component of CBD.
And how long have you been taking it for?
Probably every day for the last 3 months.
Okay.
And it's like unbelievable.
I mean, I feel I know a lot of people talk about it. Some people are like, up and down or whatever they use it for. It doesn't always, I mean, it's really like anything you do.
If it's for you, it's for you.
Yeah.
If it's not, it's not, right?
It doesn't
like,
work for everybody. So like try it. If it works, that's fucking awesome. If it doesn't, well, you gotta do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's cool. You found a couple things that you can work with, and then
and I mean,
trying.
Another big component was just being active again.
Yeah,
it was just.
Oh, you kind of given up on that a bit.
Well, with the whole knee situation, right? It was kind of like a perfect storm.
Yeah,
realistically,
truly.
Like here's some painkillers here that you can't do activity. You can't. It was just fucking bred for depression.
Yeah,
right there. Right, all my head injuries. That's where I was going. And now it's, I'm somewhat healthy.
Working on
it. And, but I feel good. Like my body feels good. Like I still got the aches and pains and stuff, but I'm back playing sports, back doing all that stuff, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
Just being active.
Do you find that like cardio what do you mainly do? Like I know you play hockey, so that's got to be a lot of cardio. Like, do you notice cardio helps more than like if you just go to the gym and lift weights or something?
Yeah, I don't really lift weights anymore.
Okay.
It's just, if I do, it's light.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cardio is what I like.
Yeah.
I'll just go to the track and run stairs, run whatever, go play hockey.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel better. I just feel more like my spirit's more lifted.
Yeah. I feel, I'm the same way with cardio and stuff. I think, everyone's like, oh, you go lift weights and shit. I'm like, I just don't care. Like, I literally feel way better if I just run for 30 minutes than if I'm going to go to the gym and lift weights for an hour. It's not about my appearance or what anybody else thinks. It's just about that I'm going to feel 1,000 times better if I run for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I'm skinny because of it. I fucking feel good.
So give Jack, dude. Look at
yeah, man. Fuck, I don't think these things have changed in 20 years. So like a 7-year-old still. Yeah, man. Yeah, cardio's good though.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
It just gets everything moving and pumping, and that's like it's good. Get the flow going.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, we've covered a lot. Like got the story and all the past and stuff.
Yep.
Is there anything else that you can think of that you want to share or?
Not sure.
Nothing's coming to mind.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
How long has it been?
Hour.
That's it, eh?
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, that's long.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I thought that was pretty short.
Yeah.
It went by quick, eh?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It goes by. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to cut her off?
If you want, dude, I'm good. Unless you got any other questions?
No, I don't think so. Like, I got a lot out of that. I mean, like, I'm intrigued too. Like, I almost want to go to the place and try the concussion thing and just see if anything comes up, Maybe.
Yeah, it's worth it in my eyes.
I just like to try things and like see. You never know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But
even if you haven't had a concussion or whatever, I'm sure that stuff's good for your brain.
Yeah.
Like just doing all that, looking around and all that stuff, right? It's
doing
gotta
all
be
the
good.
tests and stuff.
It's got to be good for you.
Yeah.
Getting your brain, getting all your neurons firing and shit. So.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. I'll get the information from that, and we can link it in the notes too if anybody else wants to check it out.
Yeah.
Because right now most of the listeners are local, so people can go check it out. So that'd be cool. And even the CBD that you're using too, because I know there's so many people selling that shit. It'd be cool to get the place that you're getting it from if it is easy to buy from.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. There's
You ordered online or you go in person?
No, I go in Abbotsford.
Okay,
right
so
on
it's
Clearbrook,
local.
and you just bring in a prescription.
Oh, okay.
So I just brought in my Zoloft.
Yeah.
And you just show your ID and they sign you up. It's like it's medical, right? So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's just that shop.
Yeah.
I mean, so they just do that and they have everything. They got weed.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Whatever you want, which I'm a big component of. It calms me down. I'm not such a psychopath.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can get everything there. Smoke some weed, whatever
Awesome.
works for you.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
And then there's like different milligrams that you can.
Yeah, I try different shit. I mean, sure, they'll have all the info too.
Yeah, exactly. You just talk to the person, right? They're pretty
good.
Pretty informal, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, like it was exciting for me to hear all that stuff because, a lot of that I didn't know, right? I just kind of see an outside perspective. So it's cool to hear everything and get to share that for yourself and everybody else. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on. I know that you were nervous to do it. And, you know, I'm glad that you did show up because it's a powerful thing to share.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad I came.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Well, thanks again, man.